formulation of nanoemulsion-based institutions for improving the bioavailability of quercetin and etoposide for effective management of retinoblastoma. Next, retinoblastoma is the most common intraocular malignancy in children. It arises near retina and accounts for nearly 2% of all infancy cancer. Common symptoms include leukocoria, strabismus, that is cross-eyed, and poor vision. Advanced stage can lead to metastasis and even death within 1 to 2 years. Treatment for retinoblastoma mainly includes radiation therapy, surgery, intraarterial chemotherapy. However, these treatments have shown adverse effects like toxicity, ocular vasculopathy, and resistance. Pathogenesis for retinoblastoma. There are two types of retinoblastoma, mainly heritable and non-heritable. First reason for this is the mutation of chromosome 13, which ultimately leads to somatic mutation. And there are various stages of mutation that progress up to MN stage, which leads to ultimately retinoblastoma formation. And second driven mechanism is MYCN driven chromosome 2 mutation that also causes retinoblastoma. The two types, the germline mutation has a high frequency of bilateral tumors, that is a tumors in both the eyes, whereas sporadic mutation leads to unilateral tumor, that is a tumor in one eye. Rationale for selection of drug and combination. Studies on ocular cancer found that quercetin could inhibit the migration and induce the apoptosis in retinoblastoma cells, whereas etoposide inhibit the DNA synthesis. Therefore, combination of quercetin and etoposide could provide novel approach against human retinoblastoma, but both of these drugs belongs to BCS class 4, and hence the clinical use is limited by bioavailability problem. Advantages of nanoemulsion formulation. It improves the delivery of lipophilic and poorly soluble drugs, improve the bioavailability and permeation, and control release can be achieved. Plus, there is a better patient compliance. Objective is to improve the ocular bioavailability of quercetin and etoposide by formulating nanoemulsion-based in situ gel to increase the drug permeation across the ocular barrier and improve the retention time, and effective management of retinoblastoma by using the combination therapy. Research workflow. It starts with pre-formulation studies wherein solubility of drug in oil phase and surfactant were carried out in order to choose the surfactant and oil phase, then nano formulation, followed by nano immersion formulation and then characterization. 6 points were selected, prepared, and evaluated from pseudo-ternary diagram, after which 4 batches were further evaluated for selection of final batch. This is a physical characterization carried out for 4 batches. The characteristics that are observed characterization, the characters that are observed are appearance, percent transmittance, pH, dilution test, globule size, zeta potential, and TEM. All 4 batches were evaluated for physical characteristics. Further, in vitro release of all 4 batches was studied for selection of final formulation batch. This is in vitro drug release, that is drug release studies that are carried out. Diffusion studies were carried out using French diffusion cell. Membrane used is nylon membrane. Medium is simulated in tear fluid TS 7.4 plus ethanol in the ratio of 6:4. 22 ml of this release medium was used. Temperature 37 degree plus minus 2 degrees Celsius. Stirring speed is 100 rpm. These are the observations of percent cumulative release of etoposide. We can observe that batch 2 has the highest percent release, which is about 84% at the end of 12 hours. Next is the percent cumulative release of quercetin. The highest was observed in batch 2 at the end of 12 hours, that is 79%. And hence, based on this in vitro release studies, batch 2 of nanoemulsion was further selected in order to incorporate the gel. Comparative studies were further carried out by varying the concentration of gelling agent, and its effect on release pattern was observed. The first observation table is of the gelling system where the concentration is 0.25. The highest release is 65% and 61% of etoposide and quercetin respectively at the end of 12 hours. Whereas in case of 0.5% gelling agent concentration, the release was increased at the end of 12 hours by 75% and 73% of etoposide and quercetin respectively, and hence 0.5% of concentration of gelling agent was found to be effective, and this was used in order to formulate the nano-ml gel. Result in which we have carried out the comparison release studies between the nano-ml gel and nano-emulsion in order to observe effect of nano-ml gel on release. The release was found to be from nano-emulsion at the end of 12 hours, whereas the drug release was found to be 78% at the end of 8 hours from nano-ml gel. The nano-emulsion gel was found to be effective to improve the drug release. At the end, at the conclusion, we see that the combination of quercetin and etoposide was done by formulating nano-emulsion based gel for effective therapeutic management of retinoblastoma. The gel system